Kennedy. Then you went away to prep school. What was the name of your prep school again? And what was your experience?
So I went to like 3 different prep schools, bro. So around the time when so 3 different prep schools, bro. Because when I went to prep school, I didn't go to an official prep school. Like, you know, prep schools nowadays.
They'd be funny ones, right?
Yeah, so like I ended up going to a prep school that was a funny one. Then transferring to another prep school that was a legit prep school. And then transferring from there to another prep school that was a funny prep school. So my whole journey has been crazy. Like when I first went to prep school, I went to a school called NIA Prep. It was in Philly. NIA. NIA Prep.
Got it.
I ended up meeting a few good players from Baltimore. There was players from everywhere. Baltimore, Philly. There was players from obviously me, New York. You had players from different areas or whatever the case is, right? I can't remember right now. But I went there for like 2 months, and then I didn't really like the fact that it was just I was spending too much money to go there, and then I felt like I wasn't gaining anything from it. So I ended up getting contacted by a school in Georgia called Faith Baptist.
Yep.
That's the school I went to in Georgia. I ended up going to school there, and when I go to school there, everything was fine and dandy. Like everything was good. Like I was actually hooping. I played with 3 Division I players. Antonius Cleveland, he's playing overseas right now. Played for the Warriors. Played for the Mavs. He was really good. So I played with him, and I played with JJ Frazier. He plays for Georgia, and he's played overseas right now. He played in the G League, and then he's playing overseas right now. Wow. But I had a chance to play with some good players, some good talent. I got kicked out of there, and then I ended up going to a school and finishing out in the school in Florida called I forgot the name of that school. It was a prep school, but that's the school that ended up getting written up and getting sued because they weren't providing us with any SAT tests or ACTs. So
the last prep school.
The last prep school. But that last prep school, they gave me the opportunity to play against the Joel Embiids, who went to, there's another player that went to Florida that was really nice. I forgot his name. Damn, he's a point guard. Scottie Wilbekin. He played for, I played against him. Who else? There was a few other players because we played against IMG Academy. We played against the last school. The last school. That's a good part. So the last school that I went to, we played against the IMGs. We played against the what's the name of that school? That's in Vegas. It's a prep school. It's in Impact. We played against them. We played against The Rock. That's what Joel Embiid went to, The Rock. Right. But we played against those schools, and I had the chance to try to like advance my game around that time. So that was where I ended, and yeah, I ended up going to 3 different prep schools.
That's great. I didn't know that. So they let you transfer 2 times within 1 year?
Like I said, it wasn't an official prep school. These are schools that are just only Faith Baptist was a school that was an official school, but they dropped me. Yeah. Cause something behind the scenes like that happened. Yeah. I ended up leaving that school and going to a school in Florida, which wasn't an official school. So like I saying, right now I don't know if they still have that going on because that school got sued for a lot of money, but they ended up closing the school down. I know like the guy got sued and all that. Yeah, bro, I think he went to jail or something like that. But yeah, it was a big situation, and I didn't even know none of it was going on. What I did know was I wasn't paying to go to school there because I was a good player. But I did notice that my roommate, he was paying like $7 a month, and he was from Africa, but he didn't know what was going on.
$7,
bro. It was charged.
College.
He was charged, bro. He was so I guess he had a scheme. Man, he was charging these folks like X amount of money, so that's why he wasn't even asking me for a dime. But you gotta remember, you gotta pay for the van, you gotta pay for our stay, pay for the games, pay for our food. So that all adds up. But I can only imagine how much he was charging everybody else. If he was charging that one kid $7K, we had a deep talk, like me and that kid, like yo, like how much he's charging you? I'm like, The coach always told me to just lie the number. And say, but we didn't get to the point where I mentioned the number. I was just like, yeah, I'm paying a lot of money. And he's like, yo, like, I'm paying $7,000. My parents just thinking about. In my head, I'm like $7,000. Bro, that was 2014, 15, no, 2013. Just imagine that. 7,000 was a lot of money at the time.
Super bread.
Like,
even now, that's mad bread.
Yeah, so like,
and now that might be double.
See what I mean? So like,
That's insane. You say you played Embiid though. You just said that quick, mad.
Yeah.
Like,
so
it was about nothing though.
So
Embiid superstar, man.
Yeah, I know. I played him when he was really not Embiid. He was just a 7-footer running up and down the court that could run up and down the court and block everything. He was just known for blocking. So when I played against him, the scouting report was, "Yo, don't drive." And if you do, and if you do, drive with some emphasis. Like, you better go in there with your head down, really trying. So, at the time, like I said, I didn't know who he was. I just knew he was 7 foot and he could run. That boy could get up and down the floor.
Yeah.
So they just kept talking about him, like, yo, Embiid, that's a Joel Embiid. I'm like, because he wasn't really good offensively. He wasn't really, like, his skill set wasn't there yet. But he was good defensively. Like, it was hard to score on him. So yeah, I played against him, and his point guard was Scottie Wilbekin. He went to Florida. I don't know if he ended up playing in the league, but he was really good too. He was really good. At that game, I think they already knew they was going. Scottie knew he was going to Florida. The head coach of Florida, Billy Donovan, he was at the game, and I was trying to get a look for myself. I had a mediocre game, probably had like 12 points, 14 points. I'm not really sure. Couldn't even.
That's solid. That's
yeah, but it wasn't solid enough to get that look though.
Yeah, okay.
So. For me, that's how that story ended.